Hi guys, it's Pianistprogrammer here, and during the past week I was just playing with some stuff and I came across the Nokia Tune again. You guys all remember the Nokia Tune, right? Like da 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 da. Okay, so I decided that I'll put this into a beat and see what I could create from it. So let me show you how I created the Nokia Tune. I'll call it the remix. The remix, yeah. So Nokia Tune Remix. Let's get straight to it. First of all, I had to figure out the tonic software of the Nokia Tune. And if you don't know the tonic software of the Nokia Tune, I'll teach you that right now. Apologies, this video will kind of be lengthy because we'll have to talk about a lot of things, like the nitty-gritties of how I put all this together. And if you don't know how to get tonic softwares as well, I'll be doing a little bit of that right here, but I'll also leave a link at the description at the top where one of my videos I talked about how to get tonic software of any song. So this one, currently my Midi keyboard is plugged to my system, and this is the AKAI Mini. I've shown you guys. You can also check that on my last video on how to connect your AKAI Mini to any iOS device or even your MacBook. Okay, so as you can hear, this is it's playing, it's loud, right? So the first thing I had to do was to figure out the key. So I'm doing this on C#. So to get the tonic software of Nokia Tune, I kind of looked at that tonic software, man. That guy that wrote the tonic software of Nokia Tune has brain. It's a simple scale. It's so fa la ti mi re fa so re do mi so do. Okay, so once you can get that groove going, first of all, I sequence that into Garageband, and this is what you have. So, but right now we're doing this in A major. So the first thing I did was to sequence that into the Garageband, and this is what you have. Right, and I made this 85 BPM of 85, so I could get that groove that I want to. The next thing I did was I copied and pasted this one into another track, and this time around open up this and took all the notes an octave higher. So like you see in this one, if I play this one again, just listen. So that sounded like a very low octave, and this one now you can hear it. Yeah, so that's like a subtle difference, but it makes a lot of difference when you're combining harmony. Like when you're doing harmony, that makes a lot of difference. So together it sounds like this. Right, the next thing I did was I got a drummer. Yeah, so what you can do is create a new channel like this and go to drummer on this part, because I've done it already. I will not be doing it on this video. Then you create a drummer. It will come in right here like this. Then you can select any of these drummers. So Apple has made preset drummers in Garageband for us to use their beats, their works, and get going in case like someone like me who doesn't know how to play the drums, so we can get this working. So this beat sounds like this. Let me just play it for you, and yeah, you can listen. So you can hear that that really sounds like a drum. Like, I don't know, I'm not a drummer, but listening to that, it really sounds like a drum. Okay, so if I put that together with what I have here, okay, and I think you are getting the idea already of what we are trying to do here. Then I added this sound called koto. I think it's a Chinese instrument. I'm not really sure, but the name is koto. You can look for it on Garageband, and by doing that, I also added this. And okay, so I'll solo only that so that you can hear what I did on that instrument. Yeah. So it's pretty simple. What I just did is do re mi so mi re mi, do re mi so mi re mi, finish. And I think I added I'll get back to the plugins on each of these instruments that I added. So first of all, let me take you through how I created all these channels. Okay, and then the next one was I added string assemble, and that sounded like this. Okay, because the Nokia Tune just kind of have 2 chords only, so it makes sense to just do 2 chords on that string. And with the koto, listen to how that sounds. Okay, and there was this click bass. Yeah, you can find this. It's an arpeggiator, one of the arpeggiators. Let me just quickly find an arpeggiator. Now, okay, if you come into arpeggiators like this, go to synth bass, you see it there, click bass. So the click bass sounded like this. Okay, so what did I do here? I just came here and I remained on chord 1 like that and used the upper octave. Okay, but to get this particular groove, because arpeggiators have different type of cycles, you can come to this place here, click on this button right here and select the classic cycle 4. The classic cycle 4 will give you exactly what I have. You can play with other cycles, some complex chord grooves, and you can see what that will give you. But I chose the classic cycle 4, which is perfect for what I need it to be. So based on the ones I've shown you already, you can see okay. So the next thing is I'm sure you're thinking, where should the bass come in? Yeah, right. So this is the bass, and let me just do this for the bass alone. I have something like this. So this bass groove is actually very funny, because it reminds me of this bass groove is really funny because it reminds me of the Nigerian style kind of thing. Like, if you're familiar with a particular tribe in Nigeria called the Igbos, like, they have this groove when they play the bass. So I decided to put that into consideration when preparing the bass for this, and rightly so, it came out so good. Have a listen. Okay, so this, I'll just put on the piano and the bass together. So you can find this Liverpool bass on the bass region. You can see from here, bass, Liverpool bass, right? So based on all the ones I've shown you now, let me just put them on so that, yeah, plus the drum. Let's have this down a little bit and listen. Okay, that makes sense, right? Yeah, I know you're getting the groove already. So you can actually do this stuff exactly the way I've done it, achieving the same results if you do it the way I've explained to you. The next one I want to show you is the electric bump. So I'll leave this 2 piano on so that we could get the melody of the Nokia Tune going, just to give us an idea of what we want. So listen to, okay, this is the drum now. Okay, so this is a kind of beat machine. If you are used to genres like trap, this is something on the trap part, and you can get this electro bump in the electronic drum kit. Something about most of the videos I discover on YouTube when they tutor about Garageband is that when they use sounds, they don't actually say the sounds they use. So this is an added advantage for you watching this video, that you know the sounds that I'm using right here, and there's no additional sound whatsoever. There is no additional plugin I'm going to use on this tutorial as well. Everything, all the plugins are all stock plugins from GarageBand, from Apple. So everything that you see here you can also replicate yourself, because I've not added any extra. So this is the electronic bump, and something around here is that sound. Yeah, that's it. So I just did that, something like that. Yeah. Okay, then I added the beat machine as well to give it some groove. So you can also get the beat machine under the electronic drum kit, as you can see it here, beat machine. I'll try to look for that sound. Yeah, that's it. That's C on the APK Mini. On the APK Mini, it's this particular key. So you can put that together and it sounds like this. Okay, and yeah, I added another beat machine to get another groove. Yeah. So that sound is this particular one. Okay, so yeah. Okay, and something to complement this particular one I just added so that it will be full. Okay, this one right here, and I got this from Big Beat Remix. And listen, it's just something to complement the first one I had here. Yeah, this one. So together now, so it really sounds full. not just that the click sound. I also wanted a kind of hi-hat or something. Yeah. And the final one is this. Yeah. So the beat, that's this one, the first one, which is the first C. The first C on the keyboard. So you get that. So just by listening to it right now, switching off all the other channels, this part sounds like pop. Yeah. So there you have it, all the stuff, all the sounds I used. Turning on everything, this is what you then have. Okay, so what I did was I did this in a 4-bit count, and I copied and pasted to the second 4 bits. Now let me quickly talk about the plugins that some of these channels use, which automatically would come with the sounds that you select, but sometimes you have to add those plugins just to get those extra effects. One thing you have to remember first of all is a feature on Garageband called Quantize. So because when I play the piano, when I play this thing, it's really soft, and sometimes my fingers will not fit properly and I will not get the right groove for the right metronome. And this metronome is very, very important when you're recording. Okay, you can see, I don't know if you can hear the metronome, but maybe not, but that metronome is really important when you are recording. So like I was saying, you need the quantize, function, and the quantize function, basically what it does is it gets every note to the nearest whole beat. That's what it does based on the quantize time that you select. So I want 1/16 notes. So each 1/16 in music is semiquaver. I don't know if you know notes and beats like that, but if you don't know notes and beats like that, I will leave a link in the description right now where I've explained things like notes and beats for you to understand. But 1/6 right here means a semiquaver note. So for every semiquaver beat, I want all my notes to be quantized in that sequence. So that's what I've done here, and that's why all these are on point. Like, it sounds like they are on point to the beats that I want. So you need to try your hands on that quantize function. As you can see here, every channel that I select has a quantize time to all this. Okay, and the name of the drummer that I used here was Blue Ridge Austin. So this is Austin Roots Brush, and I got the Death Road. I think I should do a separate tutorial on this drum side alone, because there's a lot you can get from this drum side. What Apple has provided is so rich. You can select the hi-hats, the kick, the snares, the percussion, the claps, and what have you, depending on what you want. Okay, so basically that was how I created this Nokia Tune Remix, and I don't want this video to be too long. So if you have any question on this, you can drop them in the comment section below. And I also like that in this lockdown period for you, if you can get yourself going, if you can get your hands dirty on something just exactly the way I've done it, I'm going to upload this GarageBand file right now to a cloud storage, and I'll leave the link also in the description below. So if you have a MacBook and you have GarageBand on it, make sure that you update your GarageBand so that some of these sounds you can also get them as well, because I have the latest GarageBand, and probably that's why I also have all these sounds, because if you don't have the latest, you probably might not have all the sounds that I do have. And if one of the sounds that I used in this project is not the one you have, you're not going to be able to run this project properly. It's not going to sound exactly the way it's sounding right now. So I'm going to leave the link of the file where I upload this in the description below, so that you can also download it and play with it, come up with maybe a different idea. You can pick any tune of your choice. I think I'm still thinking about doing the iPhone tune. Yeah, that would make sense. I'll do the iPhone tune very soon. So yeah, basically that's it. So try your hands on something and get dirty. So that will be all for this tutorial, Nokia Tune Remix. If you did like this video, please give a like to this video, and don't forget guys, don't forget to click the subscribe button, because a lot of stuff are still coming on this channel and I don't want you to miss it. I don't want you to ever miss any of the amazing things on this channel. Please click the bell button as well. It will give you notification when I upload a new video. Until next time, always remember to keep learning. Cheers.